that person before you get married, looking at the script, looking at this woman reading the script and this man reading the script, if they don't protect you from their sisters, they don't protect you from their brothers, they don't protect you from the mama. If the mama's the most important thing in their life, then that's... We're going to talk about 3 signs, 3, not 20, but 3 signs of when the relationship is over.
This is about growth. This is about cutting losses. This is about not wasting your time.
Because when you don't recognize these signs, when you don't recognize the signs of when the relationship is over, those are valuable years. That's valuable time that you're wasting. And that's keeping you from going on to something bigger and better. You know, going to somebody that can actually help you and that can actually be your wife or be your husband.
Right. So you got to take a lesson from it. So let's get into it. Number one is crazy arguments.
Crazy arguments.
Yes. By that, I mean,
tell.
You are having arguments in places where you probably shouldn't be having arguments. Like, I don't know, church.
Dang.
When you on vacation, at the birthday parties, at the weddings.
So you arguing in front of Jesus.
Yeah, you can't even go praise Jesus because y'all are arguing.
Arguing in the sanctuary.
In the sanctuary. The pastor up there looking at y'all like, y'all are loud.
So you taking the communion cups and you like, ugh.
You trying to get more than one so you can like toss the drink in their face.
You trying to drown. You taking the communion cup juice and you like trying to drown. You trying to drown the chick in the communion juice. That means it's time for you.
You went from 0 to 100 real quick on that. She gurgling.
When you said church, I didn't say church. You said church.
I said church and arguing. You went to try to. Anyway, so
it was way before you. I took a chick to Jamaica, and we argued the whole time in paradise. So this is like number one, arguing in weird places. Like when you in Jamaica with your girl, when you in Jamaica with your man ladies, all y'all should be thinking about is like, walking on the beach, watching the sunset, doing the oochie coochie.
Stop it. How old are you? 12? The oochie coochie.
Yeah,
what is this? Is that what he said in Juice? I was doing the oochie coochie.
Yeah. Like that's the only thing that should be on your mind when you in like one of these all-inclusive resorts.
Okay.
You should just be watching the sunset and like y'all supposed to be chasing each other around the hotel room. Like, I digress. We were arguing about weird stuff. I don't want to curse, but weird stuff. Like, she didn't want to get up. Like when I go on vacation, I'm trying to have fun.
Yeah.
She's sleeping like into 3 or 4 o'clock, and we not going out. We not seeing anything.
Afternoon?
In the afternoon.
Okay.
Which brings up another, compatibility issues and all kind of things. So
yeah,
like we were arguing about when she was gonna get up. We were arguing about what we were gonna eat. How in the hell do you argue about what you're gonna eat when you on an all-inclusive? It's everything. The world is like, it's like all kind of food in these places. So we were arguing about food.
Oh wow.
We were arguing about when she was gonna get up. We was arguing about the dolphins. We was arguing about the sun. Why is the sun so bright? Ooh, this sun is way too hot here. And I'm just like, this is like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, that was the sign that it was just, she was not the one. And it was time for me to look for the one that I can enjoy paradise with.
That was ticky-tacky stuff too.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be something you arguing over, especially not on vacation.
Ladies, and men, that's the number one sign. If y'all arguing about stupid stuff, weird stuff, crazy stuff, relationship is probably over. Number two, what we got?
Oh, not having your back, not having your significant others or your spouse's back.
Do tell.
So, like, you and I have had discussions in the past about not letting other people disrespect one of us when we're around, or something like that, or protecting your spouse from the actions of a third party, so to say. So don't let nobody say nothing about my man around me that's disrespectful to my man. Even something that's simple now, because of me growing, and this is what the purpose of this is for. But me growing, when people be like, oh, you're the better half, or something like that, where's your other half, and they say something negative like that, or I'll be like, no, you know what, he's the better one. And that may sound simple and cliche, but people will try to dig at your spouse, and you can't let them do that.
I think that's a really good point. And I think the point that I would make on this sign number 2 is, this is something that I've always said when young men ask me, well, how did I know that you were the one, Shalise, that you were the one for me, and that I knew I was going to marry you? Okay. And I always tell young men that anytime that you're dating is an audition. You're auditioning to be married. And whether brothers want to admit that or not, because brothers going to say, no, man, I'm just hitting. No. Any relationship that you in, it's an audition. And that person could potentially, because you never know where God is going to lead you, and the chick you think you hitting, you could end up with. So it's an audition. So look at the person who's reading the script. That's all I would say. Look at the person that's reading the script. All right. So if that person, before you get married, looking at the script, looking at this woman reading the script and this man reading the script, if they don't protect you from their sisters, they don't protect you from their brothers, they don't protect you from the mama, if the mama's the most important thing in their life, then that's probably is how it's going to be when that person decides to, when you jump the broom and that person decides to be married to you. So look at the person read the script. Look at the audition. Don't ignore the audition. If they audition bad, then it's probably a sign that relationship over when they start letting people disrespect you.
That is a very good one, though, with the family.
Yeah,
because that gets dicey.
Yeah.
But if you are serious about this person, and especially if you're married already,
Yeah.
But if you're in a committed relationship and letting your family members disrespect that significant other, that spouse, never.
So I had this chick, and she told me, this is crazy. So she was just like, I want to take you home to meet my parents, and I have a dog. And I was like, oh, okay, a dog.
The family dog?
Like, yeah, it's a family dog. And she was just like, this dog is the test. Like if
Wait, what?
No, seriously. So like this dog, I guess, is the person that the dog can like sense when the person is not going to be with him or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I know animals have certain senses. So okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So she took me home, and the dog went crazy.
It did not like you. Whoa. It was like warning.
The dog went absolutely nuts. The dog went absolutely nuts, and she like took validity. This might seem crazy, but she took stock in the dogs like going crazy on me. So she felt like the fact that the dog went crazy, that meant that we were going to probably have some issues or in our relationship. And so while people are usually like worried about the brother, the sister, the humans, this chick let a dog stop her from experiencing the effervescent paradise that they call Mike T.
Let me tell you. There's a song by Eric Roberson called Lessons.
All right.
So that song says God has a funny way of showing you the lessons and bringing you to the right one.
That dog was like, "Rrr, rrr," when I walked in. I was like,
wait.
I was like, hey, little boy. Like white chicks, the little dog.
Hey, we like family.
They did.
But that's as hilarious as that may be, allowing something like that to determine, a good fit that's not protecting you from disrespect from others. I mean, come on, man.
Yep. And that's a true story for those of you who watching this and like, yeah, he made that. No, that's a true story. But in my case, it was a dog. In your case, it could be a brother, it could be a sister, it could be
Right.
a mother, it could be a father,
Co-worker, colleagues.
Yeah, you have to protect the person. If a person is not protecting you,
Yep,
then that's a good sign that the relationship is probably over.
Yep.
Okay, what do we got? Last sign.
Oh my goodness, this last one. When you ain't getting none.
When you ain't getting none.
You ain't getting none physically, but no, I mean, you know what? Seriously, it's not just the physical, but the intimacy. When the intimacy is not there,
yes,
the intimacy can be physical or emotional, but obviously it's going to start with the physical. When y'all not physical with one another, then it's like, okay, what's happening there? Because usually physical creates an emotional connection, and if you're not emotionally connected, then it's probably over.
I agree with you on that. I would say that a lot of, contrary to popular belief, people think that men, all we care about is the physical. We are emotional beings as well. So we like communication, we like conversation. And I think this is a very important sign, at least as it relates to me. If I can't communicate and we're not communicating on an emotional level and a spiritual level, and the whole point is that we were at some point.
Yeah.
If you never had that, then that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother podcast. But if you start the relationship off and you're great communicators, you're talking all the time, you're having, relations all the time. And then all of a sudden it goes from you having healthy communication and relations to not having anything, then that's probably a surefire sign that the relationship is over.
Yeah, and by no means are we saying that just because the physical goes away, this is the only sign. But to me, my personal opinion is that there's a certain level of intimacy that comes with being physical as well as the emotional part of it. We talk about things. We talk about our goals. We talk about what happened at work that day or how somebody made me feel, and that is part of the emotional intimacy that you need sometime too. And when that's not there, then that's a whole lack of communication that's deteriorating. And when that starts to deteriorate, your relationship is over.
I agree. So those are the 3 signs. Jot them down. If you think there are others that we missed, because I saw a whole bunch of lists with 15 or 20, which I don't necessarily agree. I think these 3 are the 3. Drop us a like, drop us a comment, and let us know from your own experience. When is it over? What signs have you experienced in your relationship when it's over? If you like this podcast, hit the subscribe button, like, share it, and tune in for other episodes of Married People's Business. Take care.
All right, y'all.
God bless you.